Hi everybody, quick update via video. I know it's on YouTube, but it's on a different channel. I've got it at another channel, and I've coded it something. I'll code it something that doesn't make any sense. So, and once I know you guys have all watched it, I'll just make it private anyway. So, I hope that makes sense, rather than a long convoluted email. All right. Sorry if I look a bit tired. I'm absolutely exhausted. I've been up at 5:30 most mornings working and not finishing till sort of 10:30 at night, taking a bit of a break during the day, but it's just all systems go at the moment. All right, we've had 20 to 25 EOIs in so far for the $80,000 EOIs. Probably would have liked more. I haven't gone to the database yet, so we're emailing the database tomorrow. I would have thought we'd probably get a few more out of the Freedom Summits, but there's still more coming in. But anyway, there's 20 to 25, and I think of that, there's at least 15 so far turning up to the inspection on Saturday. So that's really cool. There's some really solid people in there. I've already spoken to quite a few so far. So the inspection is this Saturday. Not expecting any of you guys to come up. AB and Christy will be there, and their family. Andrew and Kath down in Melbourne. I think it's Kath's parents' 50th wedding anniversary, so that's excusable. That doesn't come around very often. 50 years of marriage, wow. Pardon me, but Steph and I will be there with bells on, and AB and Christy, and Peter, the real estate agent, won't be there. He's in the US. It's his son's wedding or something like that. So one of his colleagues is meeting us, and the son-in-law of one of the beneficiaries, the chap that was there before, for those of you that came up. I've asked for privacy, so he's going to open the gate and pretty much leave us be so that AB and I can have a really good chat to the people that are there. It's been raining quite a bit up here, so everything's green and lush. It looks spectacular. So it's hopefully, if the weather's good, it's going to be a fantastic day for the inspection. All right, I've got a list of stuff here that I need to read through. One favour I'm going to ask. Thank you very much for everybody getting their family photo through, and a brief profile. That's amazing. So I want to thank you guys all for that. One other favour I want to ask is if you guys could all do a little video. I think it might be even more reassuring for newbies that are coming on board to see a video. I mean, a photo is good and a little profile, but for me, we're doing a partners program for foundations at the moment, and that's one of the prerequisites there, is that I've asked for a video, because everything can look good on paper and sound good, but you get a lot from body language and seeing people. So if you can, I know you're all really busy, but it would help me out a lot, and I think it would be good for the website if you all just did, and it doesn't have to be long, it can be 60 seconds, just so that people can hear and see you guys and all that sort of stuff. The reason I say that is that there's a few people that have contacted me saying, oh, this isn't some sort of cult, and I think they're expecting us all to have orange gowns on and shaved heads, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but I just want them to know that we're all quite normal, whatever that means, people. So that'd be great. AB and I are knee deep, more so AB at the moment, in the Constitution and Shareholders Agreement. I knew it was a big task, but it is a mammoth task. We're trying to get as much done as we can this week to at least have some kind of draft to present to people. They're going to obviously want to know what they're investing in, but our lawyers, as are most lawyers, are away from this Friday and not back till I think the 10th or something of January. So we'll take then that first week that they get back to burr off the rough edges, and it'll obviously be a constant work in progress, that document. So. All right, so the path forward. I have been speaking to a couple of you, like Georg and Sue and a couple of others. I would feel more comfortable if we kept the selection to just the bare minimum for what I'm going to call stage 2. So the steering committee was stage 1. I think the stage 2 we might limit to say 8 to 10 people, maybe 10, if we can find 10 great people, and then take our time to locate the balance of people. It's a really important decision, and so if you guys are comfortable, this is what AB and I have been discussing, is that we take 8 to 10 people on. Let's call it 10. 10 people at 80,000 is 800,000, plus the money that we've raised to date through the steering committee, which gives us roughly $1 million. What we're proposing is that we put 800,000 into the project now, leave 200,000 as working capital because there's going to be legal costs, the website, all those other things, and we're going to want to do some things to the land straight away, like start propagating some trees and so on and so forth. So this is what we're thinking is that we put 800,000 into the project now, borrow 400,000 on a short-term basis. AB says that'll be absolutely no problem because the LVR, which is the loan-to-value ratio, is obviously very healthy. And then take our time to locate the balance of people. So we may need, on top of that, say another 12 people. Our thoughts there are that stage, they would make that stage 3. So just like when you do a property development, there's stages. And we're thinking now that stage 3 for the last dozen would be at 120,000 for the parcels. So I need to talk to the lawyers about how all the units in the trust or shares in the trust are going to be allocated and how that would look. But that's what we're thinking at this point in time. So it does a couple of things. It takes the stress off us giving a jersey to basically anybody that turns up with 80 grand. I think we'll all agree that's not what we want. We want to get the best possible people. I know there's always going to be a couple maybe slip through, but we want to get the best fit of people that we can. I feel pretty comfortable that 8 or 10 of those will come out of this group. You know, you just meet people that you get a great feeling about, especially Steph. I need to trust Steph's sort of outlook on people. She's usually spot on. And how we're thinking of structuring that is, as you're aware, there's 2 blocks. So there's the back block and the front block that has the homestead and all that sort of stuff. What we're thinking is that we settle completely on the back block with no loan whatsoever, because there's 2 separate titles, and then get the loan out on the front block. Now, as far as I know, we can determine what the sale price is. So we might perhaps make the back block 400,000 on the contract and the front block 800,000 on the contract. I think it should val up. So I think the valuation should be fine because the front block has got the road access, the front block has the homestead, the front block has mains, power and phone and everything to the homestead. And if you look around on realestate.com, I mean, the front block's 275 acres with a homestead. I think it actually could sell at 800,000 just as it is. So what I'm thinking then is that if we're going to allocate 800,000 to the project and we make the back block 400,000, we just pay that out. It's done, it's unencumbered. We put 400,000 into the front block and borrow 400,000, so it's what's called a 50% loan to value ratio. AB says that that should be no problem. Then we can give ourselves 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, whatever we feel comfortable in bringing the stage 3 people on board. So the upside of that is that from there, if we then bring 12 people on at 120,000, then that then creates another $1.4 million, which obviously gives us more money in the kitty to build a great community centre and do all the things that we need to do. So I'm just putting it out there. So if you guys want to consider that, if that didn't make sense, then feel free to give me a call, or I prefer Skype, as you know, for health reasons. Feel free to give me a call and I'll walk through it again. This is something that we've only discussed in the last few days, AB and I. AB's not had a great day today, by the way. He had to put one of his dogs down this morning. The dog's been really crook for a few months and they had to put it down. So they're very, very close with their pets. So they're in really deep grieving today. But look, as I said, it's only something that we've been bantering around for the last few days or a week, and we need your feedback. Obviously, we're all part of the decision-making process. So if you could let us know, that'd be fantastic. All right, the website should be finished by the end of this week. Well, when I say finished, at least up and running to the stage where I'm happy to sort of promote it and so forth. But it's going to be a constant work in progress. I was hoping Louis, the video guy, would be coming to my house today to actually do the voiceover and actually maybe a short video of myself, but he couldn't make it, so I'm going to have to do it on my computer and send it up to him. So the sound quality isn't going to be as good as if he did it face to face, but yeah, I think it's important to have a little video of the local area, what the project is. I'm going to take some great photos and videos of the land. Some people that are interested in joining the community, Felicity and her partner, they actually have a drone business. Can you believe it? So she's offered to do a video of the land from the air using one of the drones. So all these things can come forward as we move on. But I want to get a video up there pretty quickly and a fair bit more written material. Kath from Kath and Andrew. Kath dropped around today, and they're going to do a little bit more on the, for lack of a better term, the frequently asked questions, because that's going to save me a lot of time. I've been spending so much time answering questions, which is my role, but if we can get as much on the website as possible, it'll alleviate that side of it. So, all right. I can't think of anything else that I need to cover off on there. It's getting pretty exciting now. Gosh, this has been going on for a while, hasn't it, everyone? But it was such a relief that the other side even drew up the contracts and had them sent to our lawyers, and our lawyers are sitting on the $120,000 deposit now, so we're poised to go. And I'm really hoping that by the 3rd or 4th week of January that we are settling, exchanging and settling, so that by the end of January it's all done and dusted. All right. I can't think of anything else that I was going to bring up at this point in time. I'm going to try and head to sleep early. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. I'm exhausted, so I'll be up again early in the morning. But if you can get back to me about your thoughts on everything that I've mentioned here, that would be fantastic, guys. All right. Wish us luck on Saturday, and I'll no doubt hear from most of you before then. All right. Bye for now.